Hi, this is a practice for lower back care. If you're experiencing an acute pain, this is not the time to practice. Please go see a doctor. This is a practice for when you're working to not have lower back pain, especially if you spend a lot of time driving or sitting at the desk and your lower back gets stiff. So this is the one for you. So take a few centering breaths. And then come lie down on your back. So we're starting on the back. The knees are bent, the feet are on the mat. Just relax and take a couple of deep breaths. Now feel your back in contact with the ground and just breathe. Your arms are down on your sides on the floor, palms down. Head is neutral. Spine is neutral. Continue relaxing right here, breathing. Start engaging your abdominals lightly on the exhalation. As you exhale, just gently pull your abdominals towards the spine and then release on the inhalation. All right. Now make sure you have enough room behind your head. Your arms are down. And then on the inhalation, lift the hips and roll the arms over the head. On the exhalation, lower everything down. Repeat this. The work here is in timing your movement with the breath. So you continue moving as your breath lasts. And then the movement stops as the breath is over. Both inhalation and exhalation. So lifting up on the inhalation and then lowering down on the exhalation. Again. Breathing through the nose. Continue. Again, on the inhalation, bring the arms over the head, lift the pelvis off the ground. On the exhalation, lower the arms, and the pelvis stays up. You can intertwine the hands underneath you. The feet are firmly pressing into the ground. The chest is moving towards the chin and not the other way around. The buttocks are lightly engaged. The breath is deep, slow, and smooth. Just another couple of breaths here, and then release your hands, lower down, and notice how you feel. You can bring your one hand on your belly and one hand on your chest, just to have this connection with yourself. And then when you're ready, arms down, bring the knees into the chest and making knee circles. About 4 or 5 in each direction. You can keep your hands on the knees or you can rest the arms on the floor. You can also move the knees in and out gently. And then bring the feet down. Feet are wide on the sides of the mat. Bring the arms into cactus position. And then on the exhalation, bring your knees to the left as you turn your head to the right. Then inhale, bring the knees up. Exhale, knees to the other side and head away from the knees. So continue this motion with the breath at your own pace. This windshield wiper movement with your knees, with the feet wide, waking up the spine. And also supporting the nervous system by timing the movement with the breathing. Continue side to side. All right, and then finish and hug the knees into the chest. Now lift the shoulders and the head, reach your nose towards the knees, and then bring the feet down. Take a relaxing breath here. And then lower your knees to your right. And you can bring your right ankle on top of the left knee if you wish, but that's quite a torque for the knees, so be careful. You can keep both feet on the floor. That's perfectly okay. Breathing here. And then on the inhalation, bring the knees up. And then on the exhalation, lower the knees to the left. You can turn your head to the right or not. And you can also place your left ankle on top of the right knee, or keep both feet on the floor with the knees to the left. And then come to center, uncross the legs if you went there, and then pull the knees into the chest, hands on the knees, and make circles with the knees, keeping the hands on the knees. And then to the other direction. All right. Okay, lower the feet down. Now extend the left leg onto the mat and pull the right knee into the chest. Now hold the back of your right thigh and extend the right leg to the sky. And then exhale, bend the knee, pull the knee into the chest. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend the knee, pull the knee into the chest. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, knee into the chest, bend the knee. And then inhale, press the right heel into the ceiling. Exhale, bend the knee again to the chest. And then inhale, extend the leg, press the right heel up. One more time. Good. And then extend the leg to the sky and stay here, pressing the thigh into the hands and the hands into the thigh. Just for a few breaths. Smooth out your breath, breathing through the nose. And then change legs. But before you do that, pull both knees into the chest and then change legs. So right knee into the chest, left leg extends on the ground. And then exhaling, bending the knee, pulling the knee into the chest. Inhaling, straightening the legs, pushing the left heel to the ceiling. So continue with your own breath at your own pace. One more time, bend the knee, pull it into the chest, and then extend the left leg up to the sky, press the thigh and the hands together, reach out through the left heel. Smooth, slow, deep breaths. All right, bend the left knee, pull both knees into the chest, and then roll over to one side and come up to tabletop. Lining up your wrists, shoulders, knees, hips. Inhale, arch the back, and then tuck the toes on the inhalation, exhalation. Push up and back into downward facing dog. Then inhaling, bending the knees, bring the knees down, arch the back, and then on the exhalation, come back into downward dog. Inhale, knees down, lift the chest, arch the back. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, knees down, arch the back, lift the chin. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, knees and hands, arch the back. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. And continue at your own pace. You can pause in down dog or in another position if that works for you, if that's what your body needs, or continue moving at your own pace with your own breath, alternating between cow stretch on hands and knees and downward facing dog. Remember, you can have your knees bent in down dog if your hamstrings are tight or lower back is a little tight. All right. Okay, and now come to tabletop. So on the inhalation, left arm, right leg, come up. Exhale, lower. Inhale the other side, right arm, left leg, come up, parallel to the floor. Exhale, lower. Continue alternating the sides with the breath. Your eyes are focused on the ground. Continue lifting on the inhalation, opposite arm and leg, lowering on the exhalation. Move slowly, deliberately, mindfully, with control. Breathing through the nose, keeping the breath deep, slow, and smooth. Continue. Almost there. And then the next time your left arm and left leg are up, keep them there. Stay here for a few breaths. Lift the belly away from the floor. Breath is smooth. And then change sides. Find your balance here on the other side. Yeah, there's an element of balance here, of course. Keep your core strong. Breathe. And stabilize yourself as much as possible. And then bring everything down. Now press the hands down firmly. Spread the fingers wide. Take your hands forward just a little bit. Tuck the toes. Come up into plank. Strong legs. Abdominals. Now bring your awareness to the shoulder blades, soften, and then on the exhalation, push back into downward dog. Bend the knees here. Allow your rib cage to expand on the inhalation. You can straighten the knees if you wish, or keep them bent. You can also gently squeeze the abdominals on the exhalation. Strong arms. On the inhalation, shift forward to plank, shoulders over the wrists. Fire up the legs. The neck is in line with the rest of the spine. Strong legs. Then lift one foot just a little bit. And then the other. Then both feet down and lower down on the ground all the way. Forearms, stack the forearms underneath the forehead. Chest is slightly elevated off the ground. Rest here. The back of the neck is long. Rest. Breathe. Relax. Okay. Now bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Come up into gentle cobra with the inhalation. Come up and down with the breath a few times. Inhaling, coming up, exhaling, lowering down. And then bring your forehead to the ground, stack your hands on your lower back, and then alternating the sides. Inhale, left arm and right leg come up, chest. Exhale, lower, place the head down on one side. And then keep going like that, alternating the sides and placing the head down on each side. Continue at your own pace, lifting the arm and opposite leg and head and chest on the inhalation, and then on the exhalation, lowering everything down, placing the head down on one side. Find your rhythm and continue. This is a very good exercise for strengthening the lower back, but not when you are having any lower back trouble. And then rest. Bring your arms into any comfortable resting position. Rest for a moment with the forehead down, and then bring the arms back, palms down. And then when you're ready, bring up the legs first, both legs, and then the chest, the head, and the arms for the locust pose. There's no need to come up high. It's the effort that counts. And then when you're ready, lower down and rest in crocodile again. Stacking the forearms underneath your forehead, take your feet apart if that feels good, and rest. And then roll over onto your back. Bring the knees into the chest. And make circles with the knees. You can make larger circles if you wish, or smaller. Again, you can keep the hands on the knees. So make a few rotations in one direction and then a few in the other direction. And now make circles with the knees, but do keep the hands on the knees. Don't let go. So a few in one direction and then a few in the other direction. Okay, and bring the knees into the chest. You can take the knees apart a little bit. And then bring both legs up. Lift the chest, lift the shoulders off the ground, and then lower the right leg as close to the floor as possible. The hands stay down at first, and then you can bring the arms up. Don't press the chin into the chest, keep the neck neutral. Then bring the right leg up and lower the left leg. Remember, you can keep the hands down on the floor or reach your fingertips towards the left foot. Change the cross of the legs again. Shoulder blades, shoulders off the floor. You can bring the hands together behind your left leg if you wish. And then change the cross of the legs one more time. Hang in there. Hang in there. Breathe. If this is too much, lower the back down. And then bring both legs up. Keep the upper body off the floor if possible. And then slowly, slowly, slowly bring both legs down. And relax on the floor. Now bend the knees, take your feet further apart. And then bring the arms overhead in the cactus position and lower the knees to the right. You can bring your right ankle on top of the left knee if that works for you. Just be careful with the knee. There's a lot of torque here for the hip and the knee. You can keep both feet on the ground. You can turn your head to the left. Then bring the knees back up. And bring the knees to the left side. You can place your left ankle on top of the right knee. If you're going there, you can turn your head to the right. Or you can keep both feet down on the ground with the knees to the left. Relax. Okay, and bring the knees back to center. Extend the legs on the floor. You can roll your ankles a little bit here and maybe flex and point. Then bring your arms over the head. Just rest here for a moment. And then flex your feet, push out through the heels. Intertwine the fingers above your head. Rotate the palms out. Take a deep inhalation here. And then on the exhalation, strongly squeeze the abdominals towards the spine. On the inhalation, release. Repeat. Exhale, squeeze the belly. And then release. And then take your Shavasana. You can spread your shoulder blades apart manually with your hands and then lower everything on the mat, on the ground. Take your feet apart about shoulder distance. Arms are away from the body, maybe 2 feet or so, with the palms up. The head is neutral. And relax and rest. Focus on the flow of your breath, noticing your inhalation and exhalation. Breathing through the nose, smooth, deep, slow, continuous breathing without much effort. The belly is soft, gently rising and falling with the breath. And now start deepening your breath a little bit more. And start waking yourself up by moving your fingers and toes and maybe gently rocking your head side to side. And when you're ready, roll over to one side. Pause for a moment. And then come up to seated. So take your time. Try not to fumble with any of the stuff around you. Maintain that peaceful feeling that you've created with the practice, hopefully. Stay there for a couple of more breaths. And then bring your hands to your eyes. And open your eyes into the hands when you're ready, bringing the hands to Anjali mudra, to the heart. Honoring your practice, honoring your body. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you.